Some people wonder why grass feels wet in the morning. Well, it's because of dew. Today I'll recap an action-packed fantasy film from 2011 called I Am Number 4. The movie starts with an intense scene in a dark forest. Two men are hiding, clearly on edge. One of them hears strange noises and grabs a knife to investigate. Suddenly, they're attacked by mysterious creatures. The young man, known as Number 3, runs for his life but is eventually caught by the ruthless Mogadorian commander. The commander snatches his necklace and kills him without mercy. As he dies, Number 3 turns into dust and vanishes into the air. The commander adds the necklace to his collection, suggesting that he has done this before. The story then shifts to John Smith, also known as Number 4, enjoying a sunny day at the beach with his friends. That evening, while swimming with a girl, something strange happens. His leg starts glowing, and he screams in pain. He also sees a vision of Number 3, warning him of danger. People around him take videos, calling him strange. John wakes up later on the beach, confused and shaken, and is joined by Henri, his protector. Henri quickly figures out what's going on. The glowing scar on John's leg means that Number 3 has been killed, and now John is next. Without wasting time, Henri packs up their things, destroys all traces of John's presence at the cottage, and prepares to leave. During their journey, John reveals the truth. He and 8 other kids with special powers fled their home planet, Lorien, when it was attacked by an alien race called the Mogadorians, or Mogs. These scary bald aliens are chasing the kids one by one, and John knows he's next in line. Henri gives him a new identity and warns him to stay hidden at all costs. They move to a small town called Paradise, Ohio, and settle in an old, quiet house. While unpacking, John notices a poster of a football star named Bernie Kosar. Meanwhile, a lizard sneaks into the house and transforms into a dog. John decides to keep the dog and names him Bernie Kosar. Henri doesn't fully trust it, but he lets it go when John says it's safe. That night, Henri hides a mysterious box in a wall clock. It's a special box left by John's father, meant for John when the time is right. Without them knowing, Number 6, a special person, goes to their empty beach house. She burns it down but comes out safely, showing that fire cannot hurt her. The next morning, John insists on going to school despite Henri's warnings. Henri reluctantly agrees, but reminds him to stay out of trouble. At school, John realizes Bernie Kosar has followed him. While waiting to get his schedule, he notices Sarah, a girl in trouble for secretly taking pictures of her teacher. He feels attracted to her right away. The school staff asks Sarah to show John around, marking the start of something new. Henri calls John to check on him, but John doesn't answer. Meanwhile, Mark and his friends approach John to introduce themselves. As the bully walks away, John sees him bothering a shy boy named Sam. The bully grabs Sam's skateboard and throws it aside. John feels sorry for Sam, picks up the skateboard, and becomes friends with him. After school, John sees Mark bullying Sam again. Angry, he grabs a ball and throws it hard at one of Mark's friends, knocking him down. Later, John notices Sarah taking photos of him from a distance, showing that she's interested in him. That evening, John discovers Sarah's photography website, where she has an album of his pictures. Henri, worried about John being exposed, deletes all the photos of him. Meanwhile, the Mogs, an alien group, discover that Number 4 is alive after finding a burned-down house. The next day at school, John's hands suddenly start emitting a powerful beam of light called lumen. Henri, sensing this through a watch that also glows, rushes to the school. Scared and unsure, John hides in the janitor's room, trying to stop the light. Henri arrives and calms him down, explaining that the light is a sign his powers are awakening. Back at their mansion, Henri explains that John will become stronger and faster, but he needs to learn to control his powers. Henri forbids him from returning to school until he has better control. Excited by his new abilities, John shows them to his dog and sneaks out of the house later that night. He experiments with his powers, throwing a rock so high it crosses the ozone layer and making amazing jumps. At the same time, The Mog commander is seen buying a lot of food and feeding it to huge, scary creatures. Back in town, John meets Sarah and takes her for a walk. During their walk, they spot Sam and his stepfather across the street. Sarah invites John to her house for dinner and introduces him to her family. Her parents mention her passion for photography and suggest they visit the night carnival in town. After dinner, Sarah takes John to her room and shows him her scrapbook, revealing that she doesn't like being photographed herself. Just then, John's dog shows up outside, barking non-stop, forcing him to leave. As John walks away, the school bully watches him jealously from a distance. The next day, Sam asks John about the glowing light in his hands, but John ignores him. Sam warns him to stay away from Sarah, but before they can talk further, pink paint, set up as a prank by Mark, explodes from their lockers. The mess makes Sam very angry as it ruins a picture of him with his biological father. He hits back at the bully. John's hands begin glowing again, but he keeps his control and walks away. In the bathroom while cleaning up, Sam shares his story about his father, who was obsessed with aliens before mysteriously disappearing. Sam believes his dad was kidnapped by aliens. Later, John sees Sarah in the hallway but decides to avoid her. Meanwhile, Henri investigates Sam's father's research. He visits an old factory where Sam's dad worked and finds mysterious symbols on a column and a strange glowing rock called a locator. Henri takes it home to study further. Meanwhile, John is in his room when he gets an invitation from Sarah to join her at an event. During the Spring Scream Festival, Sarah opens up and reveals that she and Mark used to date. She also shares how Mark spitefully leaked all her secrets after their breakup. Later, Sarah and John take a spooky carriage ride through the woods. Their destination? A place ominously called Hell's Gate. When they get there, Mark and his friends attack them. They beat John up while another friend grabs Sarah and drags her to Mark. Watching from the shadows, Sam sees everything. Desperate to protect Sarah, John finally shows his powers. He rescues her and even comes close to breaking Max's arm. Afterward, he walks Sarah home, and the two share their first kiss. On the way, John realizes his strength has grown. He accidentally breaks a lamp with just his palm. Later, John visits Sam and tells him the truth about his origins, confirming that Sam's father was right about everything. John warns Sam to keep it a secret for his own safety, and Sam agrees. The next day, trouble shows up in the form of a local sheriff, Mark's father, who accuses John of attacking his son. John says it's not true and ignores the accusations. Henri, John's protector, feels proud of him for using his powers. But things take a turn when a video of John screaming in pain by the ocean goes viral. Henri warns that they need to leave immediately. But John, now deeply in love with Sarah, refuses to go. This leads to an argument, and before they can resolve it, Henri is kidnapped. Determined to rescue Henri, John teams up with Sam. They track Henri to a suspicious house, where they discover newspaper clippings about missing people. They eventually find Henri, but he's been immobilized. The kidnappers turn out to be conspiracy theorists working for the Mogs. As they try to escape, a Mog alien bursts in and attacks. John and Sam manage to flee, but Henri faces the alien head-on. During their escape, Sam loses the car key, and John uses his powers to start the vehicle. But before they can get far, the alien catches up and stabs Henri. With his dying breath, Henri gives John a special knife and tracker, urging him to find other survivors from Lorraine. Together they can defeat the Mogs. Frustrated at their failure, the aliens kill the conspiracy theorists who couldn't capture John. Meanwhile, the local police raid John's home, labeling him a terrorist. Sarah starts to doubt John and asks him who he really is. While they're driving, Sam tells her he has a piece of a strange rock his dad found in Mexico. With Bernie's help, they go and get the rock. Meanwhile, John goes to Sarah's house to clear things up and say goodbye. However, the cops corner them on the roof. When Sarah slips, John saves her using his telekinesis power. He even uses his powers to lift a police car, allowing them to escape. The two head to the school, but the Mogs arrive in trucks and force Mark to lead them to John. At the school, Sam warns John about the aliens surrounding the area. As they prepare to fight, number 6, also known as Jane, appears with her powerful weapon and joins the battle. She swiftly takes down 2 aliens. The Mogs unleash flying lizards, but Bernie suddenly transforms into a terrifying beast and helps Sam. A chaotic battle unfolds inside the school. Bernie fights off one of the flying lizards and, though injured, transforms back into a sweet dog. Jane, struggling in the fight, asks John to charge her with his light. Together, they take down a Mog. The 3 of them hurry to the soccer field, where the Mog leader and a huge monster are waiting. Combining their powers, Jane and John eliminate the guards and nearly defeat the commander. In the final showdown, Jane gets captured by the monster, but John comes to her rescue. Using a powerful explosion, John takes down the commander. Both he and Jane survive, thanks to her fireproof abilities. The next day, John and the group connect the blue rocks and locate Lauren's remaining children. Surprisingly, Mark shows up and gives John a strange box left by Henri. With Sam officially joining their team, John shares a heartfelt goodbye kiss with Sarah. Injured but alive, Bernie reappears and the group leaves the town together. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.